So, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the race. Or, as Donald Trump likes to call him, Ron DeSantis. Oh gosh, that was bad. Ron DeSanctimonious. My friend told me I have a god-awful Trump impression. I used to be proud of it. I think it's probably off now for some reason. Anyway, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis drops out of the presidential race, endorses Trump. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, whose hardline right-wing policies in his state gathered much public attention and made him an early favorite for the 2024 presidential race, suspended his bid for the Republican nomination on Sunday in a video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter. DeSantis also endorsed former President Donald Trump, the frontrunner for the GOP presidential nomination. If there was anything I could do to produce a more favorable outcome, more campaign stops, more interviews, I would do it, he said. But I can't ask our volunteers to volunteer their time and donate their resources if we don't have a clear path to victory. DeSantis then proceeds to urge voters to support Trump, arguing he is superior to President Biden. He, Trump, has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents. So, well, like I said with, Christie and Vivek and whatnot, I mean, this isn't surprising. His campaign, the article, that was an article from NPR, by the way, but the campaign goes on, or the article goes on to talk about just the mess that was the DeSantis campaign. I mean, the technical issues on the live stream when he was announcing his run. He's had his super PAC has had both legal and internal issues. And he lacks charisma. He's just not an engaging speaker, and he's not an engaging person. And he's never had a backbone when it comes to the Donald. He's been very quick to either quick to defend him or just try to avoid talking about him whenever he can. So again, no shock here. I always enjoy watching primaries, particularly because I think it helps to see the battles in parties as much as it is as much as important as it is to see the battles between parties, because in parties you really see a lot of what's at stake here, and a lot of the factions within these parties and the various battles that are going on for the soul of the party, as it will. And we've seen for a long time now that other Republicans are terrified to attack Donald Trump. They're terrified to go after him because they don't want his sycophants going after them, and they don't want to lose votes and support because they attacked the God King. But occasionally in these primaries, you do see Republicans attacking Trump for actual good reasons. So the end of the article, it says, towards the end of his campaign, DeSantis began to throw harder jabs at Trump himself. During a visit to New Hampshire in December, DeSantis said he thought Trump wouldn't accept the results of the contest. If Trump loses, he will say it's stolen no matter what. Absolutely, he told reporters. He will try to delegitimize the results. That tells you, DeSantis knows who Trump is. He's not an idiot. Might be a bad campaigner, but he's not an idiot. He knows who this man is, and he's still endorsing him. So now it's just Nikki Haley versus Donald Trump. Nikki Haley's trying to hold on. Of course, there's the race in New Hampshire on Tuesday of this week. So we'll see where the race stands at that point. Like I said, this seems like pretty much a waste of time. I mean, I think we all know what's going to happen, but I mean, the process should be gone through anyway. That the democratic process has value in its own right, and so it should be respected in that sense. As democratic as the Republican Party is, as democratic as the U.S. is, which is never enough. But yeah, I mean these people, they show their true colors in primaries. I think more often than not. I think with general elections, there's a different incentive, and so they gotta like fine tune their speech somewhat. And primaries, they're appealing to a smaller group of people, and they're appealing to people who already sort of share their worldview basically, and so they can sort of say things that they wouldn't say otherwise. So that makes it fascinating. I mean, I'm glad DeSantis is out of the race in the sense that DeSantis is terrible, terrible, terrible politician, a terrible governor. He's ruining the state of Florida. His ideology is abhorrent, and he's an evil man. And now he's supporting another evil man. But the drama, as they say, is just getting started.